Guys, just wanted to do another video on air maintenance devices. Now, these things can be tricky. A lot of guys don't understand them. They just put them in. They don't really understand
what the hell is this?
They just know that it requires one. Even trying to set these things up properly can be a real pain in the butt. I've done a lot of them, and I hate doing them. They suck. Some of them have gauges on them that'll help, but even over time on those gauges, they don't work properly. So I'm just gonna kind of give you a short little explanation on air maintenance devices. It's basically this section from here to here and this little loop here. So this bottom pipe right here, so here's your air line coming in. This is usually not a hose. In this scenario it is, but it's usually piped all the way to wherever your air source is. So I just wanted to mention real quick, here's a black fitting. This is a no-no. Don't put any black fittings or black pipe on any type of air system that you're doing on these dry systems. It's bad. This is going to create corrosion over time, and it's going to cause a problem, guaranteed. So anyways, so this pipe coming through is what they call the fast fill line. This is designed so that it doesn't have to go through here. So when you're setting up your sprinkler system, you're going to want to open this up. I'm not going to open it up now because the system's already live, but what you want to do is you want to open this up when you're getting ready to charge the system and set it up for service. Open this, and it allows the air to fully flow through into the dry valve and pump up much more faster. Once you get to about 5 psi above 5 psi to where you know the pressure is going to be sitting at, then I come through and I shut this valve 5 psi before that, and I allow it to run through this regulated line. So this is a regulated line, and when you guys are installing these from the beginning, always make sure that you check and make sure that the arrows are going the right direction. You know, these check valves and what have you are going in the right direction. I've seen guys put these in backwards and wonder why the system's not working properly. So they put these on here kind of so it's idiot proof. But anyways, this is a restricted line, and your air is going through here. It comes in through this check valve, which has a cleaning strainer on it, and then it comes through and it gets regulated through this regulator. And what this regulator does is it allows so much air to go in until it hits a certain psi, and then it'll shut by itself. So setting these is the problem right here. These are really difficult to set sometimes, especially when you don't have a gauge on it. But these can be real bare to set up. And to be honest, if you want to set them up properly, it could sometimes take you a couple hours to get these to set just right, because you're wanting these to flow and allow the air to get to a certain point to where it's pushing on some mechanism inside here so that it shuts and doesn't let any more air in. And then when there's a little bit of air loss in the dry system over time, it opens up and allows a little bit of air to come in to keep the pressure up all the time. Another reason they restrict this is so that when a sprinkler head goes off and the system trips, it releases all that air into the system and causes the clapper to open. Now, if this thing was flowing through here, when the time the system trips, it's adding air to the dry system and increasing that response time for that clapper to open. So that's why they restrict it, so that you get minimal water or airflow through this. When it does trip, it'll still keep running after it's been tripped, but it won't go through fast. It'll go through this restricted line, minimizing the impact on that clapper to open. So that's a good thing. So that's why they put these restricted lines in here on the air maintenance device. So these are required to have on a dry system. If you don't see one of these on there, it's not the code. You got to put them on there. That's the whole reason for it, is so that you can regulate the air coming in, and also the clapper. You know, you're not putting too much air into the system when that clapper is trying to open. So that's the beauty of these air maintenance devices, even though they're a big pain in the ass, but that's what they do. So all of them pretty much generally look just like this, and they all work the exact same. When you want to maintenance these, you know, pull this little cap on the check valves. You'll see sometimes a Y check valve that have these little strainer plugs right here. Just pull that out and there's a little screen in there. You want to pull that out and make sure it's not clogged up with debris or what have you in there, because that'll cause a blockage inside your airline. You're not going to get air to your dry system to keep it maintained all the time. So always check that when you're maintaining these systems. So, and then, you know, they put another valve right here. This is so that if you have to service this thing, you can come over here and shut this main valve going to the dry. You can shut this off so that you're not losing your air pressure, and you don't have to shut the entire system down. You just shut it right here, and then you can service this, take this all apart and service it and put a new one in. A lot of times guys just take the whole thing out and get a whole new, because it all comes together in one piece. They just go and order another one and put a whole new section in, and then hook the lines up. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Back in the day when I did this, started in the trade, we had to build all this stuff, even the trims on the dry valves. We built all of it. There was no pre-trim valves or anything. We got a bag and a couple boxes of 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch fittings and gauges and check valves, control valves, yeah, you name it. We built all of this stuff back in the day. So nowadays it's so much more easier. They just come pre-built. Even the dry valves with all their trim on it, when they send them out, it's already got all the trim on it. So it's kind of nice. But so that's pretty much it for air maintenance devices. Not a lot to it, but they do have an important feature to it, dry system. So having these is important to have on there. Alrighty, hope this helps. Comment, subscribe if you like the content, and hopefully we can get some more different videos out there, and kind of like to get some more videos on the other type of air maintenance device they have out on the market. It's just digital, and it's called I believe it's called Sea Air, and that's where you don't need an air maintenance device. The Sea Air, I believe, is the product name. and it's all digital, and you can put all the information in the digital panel, and it doesn't require an air maintenance device. So hopefully I'll be able to find one of those someday and get a video out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon on the next video.